Good morning students, welcome back to new online session. Today in this class we are going to discuss exercise 15.1 from chapter probability. Chapter 15 probability, exercise 15.1. Question number 1. In a cricket match, a batswoman hits a boundary 6 times out of 30 balls she plays. Find the probability that she did not hit a boundary. Here, the total number of trials equal to 30. Since number of times the ball touched the boundary equal to 6, therefore number of times the ball missed the boundary equal to 30 minus 6, which equal to 24. Let the event of not hitting the boundary be represented by E. Then probability of an event equal to number of times the batswoman did not hit the boundary by total number of balls she played, that equal to 24 by 30, that equal to 4 by 5. Thus the required probability equal to 4 by 5. Question number 2. 1500 families with 2 children were selected randomly and the following data were recorded. Number of girls in a family with 2, there are 475 families, and 814 families with 1 girl child and 211 families without a girl child. Compute the probability of a family chosen at random having 2 girls, 1 girl, no girl. Also check whether the sum of these probabilities is 1. Here total number of families equal to 1500. Since number of families having 2 girls equal to 475, therefore probability of selecting a family having 2 girls equal to 475 by 1500, which equal to 19 by 60. Since number of families having 1 girl equal to 814, therefore probability of selecting a family having 1 girl equal to 814 by 1500, which equal to 401 by 750. Number of families having no girl equal to 211, therefore probability of selecting a family having a no girl equal to 211 by 1500. Now the sum of the obtained probability is equal to 19 by 60 plus 407 by 750 plus 211 by 1500, which equal to 1500 by 1500, which equal to 1. That is, sum of the above probabilities is 1. In a particular section of class 9, students were asked about the month of their birth and the following graph was prepared for the data so obtained. Find the probability that a student of the class was born in August. From the graph, we have total number of students born in various months is 40. Number of students born in August is 6. Therefore, probability of a student of a class 9 who was born in August equal to 6 by 40, which equal to 3 by 20. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times with the following frequencies of different outcomes. If the 3 coins are simultaneously tossed again, compute the probability of 2 heads coming up. So according to the data, 3 heads the frequency is 23 and 2 heads 72, 1 head 77, no head 28. So total number of times the 3 coins are tossed is 200. Number of outcomes in which 2 heads come up equal to 72. Therefore, probability of 2 heads coming up equal to 72 by 200, which is equals to 9 by 25. Question number 5. An organization selected 2400 families at random and surveyed them to determine a relationship between income level and the number of vehicles in a family. The information gathered is listed in the table below. You can see less than 7,000, 10 families does not have vehicle, 160 families have 1 vehicle, 25 families have 2 vehicles, and no family have more than 2 vehicles. Like that you have a table for different income sectors. Now we will go to the questions related to it. Suppose a family is chosen, find the probability that the family chosen is earning 10,000 to 13,000 per month and owning exactly 2 vehicles. You can see here total number of families is 2,400. Since number of families earning rupees 10,000 to 13,000 per month and owing exactly 2 vehicles equal to 29. Therefore, probability of a family earning rupees 10,000 to 13,000 per month and owning exactly 2 vehicles equal to 29 by 2,400. Question number 2. Earning 16,000 or more per month and owning exactly 1 vehicle. Since number of families earning rupees 16,000 or more per month and owning exactly one vehicle equal to 579. Therefore, probability of a family earning rupees 16,000 or more per month and owning exactly one vehicle equal to 579 by 2,400. Question number 3. Earning less than rupees 7,000 per month and does not own any vehicle. Since number of families earning less than rupees 7,000 per month and do not own any vehicle equal to 10, therefore probability of a family earning less than rupees 7,000 per month and does not own any vehicle equal to 10 by 2400, which equal to 1 by 240. Question number 4. Earning rupees 13,000 to 16,000 per month and owning more than 2 vehicles. Since number of families earning rupees 13,000 to 16,000 per month and owning more than 2 vehicles equal to 25, therefore the probability equal to 25 by 2400, which equal to 1 by 96 after simplifying. Question number 5. Owning not more than one vehicle. Since number of families owning not more than one vehicle equal to number of families having no vehicle plus number of families having only one vehicle, which equal to, so you can take the sum of number of families which have no vehicle, that is 10 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, that is 14, and number of families having only one vehicle are 160 plus 305 plus 535 plus 469 plus 579, total 2048. So 14 plus 2048 equal to 2062. Therefore, the probability will be 2062 by 2400, which equal to 1031 by 1200. Question number 6. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of two sections of students in a mathematics test of 100 marks. Looking at their performance, she made that a few students got 120 marks and a few got 70 marks or above. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying sizes as follows: 0 to 20, 20 to 30, 60 to 70, 70 to 100, like that. Then she formed the following table. From this table, find the probability that a student obtained less than 20% in the mathematics test. Find the probability that a student obtained marks 60 or above. You can see less than 20 is only 7 outcome, which comes under 0 to 20. So the total number of students equal to 90. From the given table, number of students who obtain less than 20% marks equal to 7 students. So probability of a student obtaining less than 20% marks equal to 7 by 90. And find the probability that a student obtain marks 60 or above. When you are going to 60 or above, you should consider 50 to 60 and 60 to 70 class. 60 to 70 and 70 and above. So 15 plus 8. So in the given table, number of students who obtained marks 60 or above equal to number of students in class interval 60 to 70 plus number of students in the class interval 70 and above. That equal to 15 plus 8, which equal to 23. So therefore, probability of the students who obtained marks 60 or above equal to 23 by 90. Seventh question. To know the opinion of the students about the subject statistics, a survey of 200 students were conducted. The data is recorded in the following table. Like 135 students likes and 65 students dislike. So find the probability that a student chosen at random like statistics. You know that number of possible outcomes, favorable outcomes by possible outcomes, that is 135 by 200, which equal to 27 by 40 after simplifying. Number of students does not like it. The number of students who do not like statistics equal to 65. Therefore, probability of selecting a student who does not like statistics equal to 65 by 200, which equal to 13 by 40. Question number 8. The distance in kilometers of 40 engineers from their residence to their place of work were found as follows. There is a table. What is the empirical probability that an engineer lives less than 7 kilometers from her place of work, more than or equal to 7 kilometers from her place of work, within kilometer from her place of work? Here the total number of engineers equal to 40. Therefore, since number of engineers who are having living less than 7 kilometers from their workplace equal to 9, therefore probability of an engineer who is living less than 7 kilometers from the place of work equal to 9 by 40. Similarly, probability of an engineering who is living at a distance more than or equal to 7 kilometers from a workplace is 31 is the favorable outcome, 31 by 40 is the probability. The number of engineers living within kilometer from their workplace is 0 because no one is living within a kilometer. So, the probability of engineering who is living within kilometer from her workplace of her place of work equal to 0. And you know that 9th and 10th are activities. So, we are going for 11th question. 11 bags of wheat flour each mark 5 kgs actually containing the following weights of flour: 4.97, 5.05, 5.08, 5.03, 5, 5.06, 5.08, 4.98, 5.04, 5.07 and 5. Find the probability that any of these bags chosen at random contains more than 5 kgs of flour. Total number of bags 11, number of bags have more than 5 kgs is 7. So, probability of have a bag having more than 5 kgs flour is 7 by 11. A study was conducted to find out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million of a certain city. The data obtained for 30 days is as follows. You are asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per millions of a certain city for 30 days. Using this table, find the probability of a concentration of sulfur dioxide interval 0.12 to 0.16 on any of these days. Here total number of days equal to 30. Since the number of days on which the sulfur dioxide concentration is in the interval 0.12 to 0.16 equal to 2. That is 0.12 and 0.13. So, probability of a day on which sulfur dioxide is in the interval 0.12 to 0.16 will be 2 by 30, which equal to 1 by 15. The blood groups of 30 students of class 8 are recorded as follows. You are asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the blood groups of 30 students of a class. Use the table to determine the probability that a student of this class selected at random has blood group AB. You can see AB blood group, there are 3 outcomes. So, here total number of students equal to 30. Since number of students having blood group AB equal to 3, therefore, probability of a student whose blood group is AB equal to 3 by 30, which equal to 1 by 10. Thank you students. Thank you for today. Have a nice day.